Hello, greetings everybody. Here, what's going on, guys? Well, I pray and hope that this video reaches you all in the best of health, in the best of mind, and in the best of spirit. Well, in this video tonight, I wanted to address the freshly started revolution in Ghana. Just like 2 days ago, the day before yesterday, the Ghanaians have decided that enough is enough. They are sick and tired of Nana Akufo-Addo being a sellout. They are sick and tired of Nana Akufo-Addo's worthlessness. They are sick and tired of Nana Akufo-Addo's carelessness about the well-being of the people of Ghana and of the African people generally. The Ghanaians just 2 days ago have decided that enough is enough. Enough with being called Africa's most democratic country, when in reality they see no democracy at all. The Ghanaians said they are sick and tired of being called one of Africa's richest countries. One of the Ghanaians, 98% of them lives below or by the sole line of extreme poverty. They are sick and tired of being called Africa's richest country. When they live in extreme poverty, finding it even hard to put a simple hot plate on their tables. The Ghanaian people said they are sick of it, and it must come to an end right away. If Nana Akufo-Addo cannot fix the problems of Ghana with all the wealth of Ghana, all the riches of Ghana, then there is no reason for Nana Akufo-Addo to remain the president of Ghana. This is the simple demand of the Ghanaian people. So they come out yesterday, they protested, they had clashed with the police, and they came out also early today and protested again and clashed again with the police. I have seen report and images of the Ghanaian police in precisely Accra prepare themselves to deal with these protesters. But I want the Ghanaian protesters to understand that nothing good comes easily. I want the Ghanaian people to understand that freedom is never free. I want them to understand that change never comes without making some sacrifices. Change never comes without making some self-sacrifices. I salute the brave, the conscious, and the awakened Ghanaians who have come out to finally show the reality of Ghana to the world that has been hidden for so long, playing with the minds of Ghanaians, pretending like Ghana is the most prosperous country, like Ghanaians are the most prosperous people, pretending that the Ghanaians, everything's all right with them. When Ghanaians are the most suffering in Libya. There are more Ghanaians suffering in Libya than the people of any other African country. If Ghana was a prosperous country, I don't see how the Ghanaians would have gone to Libya to suffer and become slaves in Libya, or to die in the sea trying to reach the shores of Europe. They call Ghana the most prosperous, or Africa's number 3 economic power. One of the Ghanaians, 98% of them finds it hard to have something to eat. Yeah, I agree. Ghana's soil is rich like most other African countries. But where is the revenue or where is the income of Ghana's natural resources, which are all in the market? Where is the revenue going? Where is the revenue? Where is the income of the Ghana's petrol, of Ghana's gold? Ghana's like number 2 in gold producing in the whole world. Ghana's like number 2. Ghana produces oil. Ghana produces cocoa. Ghana produces other countless natural resources. And they are all exploited and all in the marketplace. But look at how Ghanaians are suffering. Ghanaians' number is not up to 30 million with all these countless natural resources. That's wealth, if divided fairly, can turn every Ghanaian into a multimillionaire yearly in a matter of years. But Ghanaian government, Nana Akufo-Addo and his government members, Ghanaian politicians are playing with the wealth of Ghana, together with their Western masters, to whom they are liquidating the natural resources of Ghana. The British, the French, the German, and the Americans. They are the ones controlling the natural resources of Ghana. While Nana Akufo-Addo, all he can is to stand in front of a TV, make some Pan-African speeches to play with the minds of the African people, talking about Africa's independence, talking about Africa's self-sufficiency, when he is nothing but a sellout who cares more about pleasing the his Western masters than he cares about the well-being of the Ghanaian people or the development of Ghana. Like I said, I salute the brave, conscious Ghanaians who have come out, who have finally realized themselves, realize how the world is playing with their minds by calling them the most prosperous or the most democratic or the richest people, when they are living by extreme poverty, 98% of them, who have realized this reality, who have realized themselves and decided to come out and protest, asking for an end to the mismanagement of Ghana's wealth, asking for an end to the worthlessness of Ghana's current government, the government of Nana Akufo-Addo. I want the Ghanaian police to understand that these protesters are fighting for you, your children, your grandchildren, and all those who are to come, the future generations that are to come after you. The freedom these people are sacrificing themselves for is for all of you. Like I said, including the future generations of Ghanaians, who will then not have to come here and go to Libya and become slaves or die in the sea trying to go to Europe. When we have all the natural wealth in our countries, that should make us the most prosperous and the richest people on the face of this planet Earth. But look at what is going on with us now, because we have allowed ourselves to be played throughout history by outsiders. We have allowed ourselves to be played and be fooled by outsiders. We are still today, allowing ourselves to be played and fooled. In 2020, the Malian people had also realized themselves and the game the nasty France is playing with them. They decided to put an end to the leadership of the French puppet that was in the palace in Mali back then. They decided to rise. They rose. They go to the streets and protest and ask for his resignation immediately, to step down immediately from the presidency of Mali. And that's how it ended, because the people have power. A people who realize their power, they achieve anything they want. In unity, you will achieve anything that you want. That's what the Malian people did. They refused to allow themselves to be divided among political parties, partisanship. They refused to allow themselves to be divided into religious groups or tribes. They all came together, and their only objective was change in Mali. And immediately, the puppet of France has to leave the palace. And that's how it ended, because the people have power. They removed the puppet of France. The military backed the population, because the military also knew that the suffer they are in, their family members are in, is caused by the worthlessness of the presidents. So the Malian military backed the military. They carried out coup against the puppet who was in palace. They overthrew him and took power. And ever since they have made a lot of changes in a lot of areas in Mali. You understand? Forget about civilian rulership. Whenever the West or Europeans come to you and talk to you about democracy, civilian rulership, is because they want to handpick a puppet like Nana Akufo-Addo, or like that former president of Mali, or like many other president of Africa who are they are mere puppets. They want to elect a puppet who will do their job. Whenever they come to you talking about democracy, blah, 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 civilian rulership, they want to pick up a puppet and put in the palaces. A puppet who will be doing their job for them instead of working or presiding in favor of his country and his people. He will be presiding in favor of the European and the American and the others who have elected him. Let down his people. You understand? Nana Akufo-Addo knows what he's doing wrong. He's afraid of this revolt that has just started in Ghana. That's why Nana Akufo-Addo was very difficult with the Malian military. He and the president of Senegal and the president of Ivory Coast, these are the nastiest puppets the African continent has known. I have said this in many of my other videos on YouTube and also on Facebook. I have been speaking on Nana Akufo-Addo's worthlessness. Not one time, not twice, but many times. I am very happy that the Ghanaian people have finally come to the realization of self and have decided to stand up and take Ghana's destiny between their hands. Like I was saying, the protesters and all other Ghanaians should realize that freedom has a price to pay. You have to be willing to pay that price. You have to be willing to pay that price. A change has a price. You have to be willing to pay the price it takes for the change to come about. Well-being and prosperity has sacrifices sometimes that comes with it. You have to be willing to make those sacrifices. How come a rich country like Ghana, a country that is as rich as Ghana, with every natural resource you can imagine, making trillions of euro and dollars monthly, but then its people lives by the sole line of extreme poverty. Small children, instead of going to school, because of lack of organization, lack of care from the authorities, and because their families are very poor, these children must carry water on top of their head to go and sell it on the roadside in order for them to make a living for themselves and their family. Where is the money of the Ghana's oil going? Where is the money of Ghana's gold going? Where is the money of Ghana's cocoa going? Where is it going? Where is it going? Nana Akufo-Addo's government members, his friends, his family members, and they are Western masters. They are playing with the money how they want. Most of their family members are living the life of luxury in Europe and in America. Where the Ghanaian people, men and women, are suffering of poor environmental conditions, of extreme poverty, where they even find it hard to find something to eat. Ghanaians in Italy are suffering in homelessness, joblessness. Many have lost their mind. Go to Libya. Libya is filled with Ghanaians, and they are still fleeing from Ghana to Libya today, despite the war. Because Nana Akufo-Addo and his government are doing nothing for the Ghanaians. The Ghanaian people are suffering. They are suffering. Nana Akufo-Addo, you are not able to take good care of the Ghanaians. You are calling African or black diaspora, black Americans to come to Ghana. What a hypocrisy. You are unable to take care of the Ghanaians and assure the well-being of the Ghanaians. You are calling a diaspora to come to Ghana. You want to hide your unjust or unfairness in the management of Ghana's natural resources, Ghana's vast wealth. You want to cover up your unfairness in the management of Ghana's natural wealth by inviting diasporans to come and invest in Ghana or to come and live in Ghana. The only people who have a little better life in Ghana today is the foreigners. 98% of true Ghanaians are suffering of extreme poverty. They and their children, they have nothing. It's the European associations who are there taking care of many of the children. And these associations, whenever they go there, they are always infiltrated by secret services agents who will be there only to exploit the people. Ghana's Africa's third economic power. Forget it's all a lie. It's all an illusion, a lie playing with the minds of the people. It is something that doesn't exist. Yes, Ghana is a very rich country, like I have said earlier. It's a very rich country with multiple natural resources, natural wealth. But who's profiting from the wealth of Ghana? Who's benefiting from the revenue? Or who receives the revenue of Ghana's multiple natural wealths, including the petroleum, cocoa, and others? Where is the money going? The Ghanaians don't see it. So like I was saying, I salute the Ghanaians who have finally realized themselves and were bold enough to come out and protest for change. And I encourage you guys to keep protesting until Nana Akufo-Addo leaves office and replace him with a better Pan-Africanist president. It is time for us Africans to wake up. It is time for us to stand up and say, no, enough is enough. We have been controlled and ruled by these people for the past 700 years. And we still allow the economies and the politics of our countries to be controlled by them, and they are puppets. Puppets like Nana Akufo-Addo that they handpick and elect. Do you think you elect Nana Akufo-Addo? You don't. He's elected by America, Britain, and France. And they are allies. They are the ones who elect Nana Akufo-Addo, like most of our other presidents. They fool us. You have democracy, you have independence. Go to the voting polls and vote. We don't even go and vote, but our votes don't even count. If you elected Nana Akufo-Addo, he wouldn't be busy doing what America wants. He wouldn't be busy doing what France wants. He wouldn't be doing what Britain wants, and let down the wishes, the aspirations, and the dreams of the Ghanaians and the well-being of the Ghanaians. Because you don't elect him. He's not your president. He's a governor for France, for the United States of America, and for Britain. And he is there to do their job against your well-being at the expense of you Ghanaians. I urge all the Africans to support the revolution of Ghana. One of the worst puppets today, Western puppets today, who is working for the West at the expense of the African people and at the expense of the Ghanaian people, is Nana Akufo-Addo. One of the worst puppets. It is three of them: the president of Senegal, the president of the Ivory Coast, and the president of Ghana. They are the worst puppets United States of America, France, and Britain and Germany has today. As you know, these are the nations that love to enslave us Africans. They have enslaved us throughout history. And today also they find it hard to leave us. They believe we don't deserve the natural resources of our countries. They believe we don't supposed to benefit from them. You understand? God has given them to us for our well-being, but they said no. We have to suffer and they have to benefit from our natural resources. They have to control our lives. They have to control everything in our world. And they pick puppets like Nana Akufo-Addo to help them control our minds. Now, my fellow Africans, my Ghanaian brothers, my fellow Africans, now is the time for us to say no. Enough is enough. You understand? Look at Dubai. Look at Saudi Arabia. Look at all the Arab countries. They are people just like me and you. The only difference is that they stand up for their freedom. They are ready to break the neck of anybody that come and try to colonize or dominate them or control their natural resources. They will break your neck. That's why look at how developed they are. And each one of our African countries are richer than all the Arab countries together. Imagine. Just imagine where our countries will be today had we a good leaders like Kwame Nkrumah, like Patrice Lumumba, like Thomas Sankara, like all the others that the European systems have assassinated so that they can keep us, they are slaves today the way we are today. So once again, I say to the Ghanaians, keep up your protest. Be ready to pay the price. Be ready to make the sacrifices that it takes for change to finally come. And I call all the Ghanaians who are not joining the protest. You should all take this occasion. You should all use this occasion to stand up and free your country from the economic dominance of the United States of America, of France, of Britain, of Germany, and their allies. It is time to stand up. Stand up. And to the Ghanaian police, I want you to understand that a Ghanaian don't supposed to get killed or wounded just because they are freedom, economic freedom, just because they want to be free. You have to understand that those fighting today, they are fighting for you police people, yourselves, your family members, and the future generations. You have to realize this. So instead of going to imprison or beat or shoot the protesters, what you should do is ask Nana Akufo-Addo to leave. You understand? So until next time, see you again. Peace up.